Welcome back to Bubbledeep's adventures. We are still in Kemi, and there is this Ted Caffrey who wants to speak to us.
Be gone, peasant.
What troubles you, servant of Set?
Blasphemy against our Lord Set. How could it happen with soldiers on every corner? Leave me, for I have a mystery to ponder. Blasphemy against our Lord
Perhaps I
Set.
could be of service.
How could it happen? You might, though I despise people who go around offering to help others. Don't you have any work to do? Never mind. Now listen closely. Several moons ago, the temple of Set here was defiled. Somebody broke in and stole a carven sarcophagus, fleeing with it into the night.
You want me to find the thieves?
In a manner, I need you to speak with Issa in the souk and find out if any of her cargo has been unusual in the past 2 months. Find out what she knows, and then report back to me here. I will have further instructions if you find anything out. Will you do it?
It sounds boring.
As if you had something better to do, gutter slime. Either go and speak to Issa, or leave me be. I will not ask you again.
I will speak with Issa.
Good. If she tries to be coy, remind her that she owes me several favors, and that the priests of Set look down on disobedience. Go. I will abide here until you return.
Goodbye.
Do not waste my time again.
I'm helping you. I'm not wasting your time.
What are you staring at?
I need some information about your recent cargoes.
And who are you to demand this? I don't share that information with anybody, especially not an unwashed traveler who looks like a camel.
What's your tone? Or should I relay that word for word to the priests of Set?
The priesthood? I doubt very much that Set's chosen ones would trouble themselves with a vagabond like you.
Enough! Ted Caffrey sent me. He said you owe him a favor.
Bah. All in Stygia owe favors to the priests of Set. None go willingly beneath the dripping knife, and those who refuse the priests are the soonest to find themselves writhing on the altar. Ask your questions, stranger, and I will help you.
Have you shipped a sarcophagus or something similar in the last few months?
A sarcophagus? No, nothing like that. But wait, yes, there was a ship that I sent to Tarantia, and among the cargo was a wooden crate, taller than a man, and so heavy that 4 sturdy slaves were needed to lift it. Could that be what Ted Caffrey seeks?
That sounds like it.
The ship that was carrying it was bound for Old Tarantia in Aquilonia. It was a special order from the cargo master in Tarantia. That is all I know. Tell Ted Caffrey that I did not know about the sarcophagus, or I would surely have stopped the shipment.
Alright, goodbye.
Are you still standing here?
Why is everyone so unpolite?
I have no time for you.
I have spoken with Issa.
And? Don't stand there like a dolt. Tell me what she said.
One of her ships sailed to Tarantia with a wooden crate large enough to contain a sarcophagus.
That must be it. I have already checked with the wagoners. But why would she... I need you to go to Tarantia. The affairs of Set require that I stay in Kemi. But as it seems you have little else to do, I demand that you travel to Tarantia and track down the sarcophagus.
Why? What is so important about this sarcophagus?
Dog, you dare question a servant of Set? All that you need to know about the sarcophagus is that it is exceedingly ancient. Find a cargo master on the docks there, and find out where the sarcophagus was taken.
I'm not traveling back to Kemi with a sarcophagus.
There is no need. Once you locate the sarcophagus, you can tell the cargo master, and he can send men to fetch it. He can transport it to me directly. I'll even make arrangements for him to pay you at the same time. Deal?
Deal.
Then get going. And believe me when I say that Kemi will be a far better place without you.
Goodbye.
Be gone.
An honest day's work is a good day's work.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Laberius, and I'm in charge of cargo down here at the docks. What that means is that I organize the laborers who unload the cargoes, and I ensure that everybody gets their due. The captains, the laborers, and the merchants.
I need to track a cargo that came here from Kemi.
We don't often trade with the Stygians, though there do seem to be a lot more of them in the city lately. But I know the cargo you were talking about, and I'm not surprised that somebody has come asking about it.
Why is that?
The ship that carried it to Tarantia, the Lucky Gull, came limping into port about a month ago. The captain and first mate were missing, along with half of the crew. The rest of the crew were so frightened that I could barely get a straight story out of them, let alone the cargo.
What happened?
Nobody seemed to know. Every morning of the voyage, another crew member went missing. One sailor told me that he had seen a beautiful woman walking the deck at night, though she wasn't on the ship. When they finally arrived here, I unloaded the cargo, and then they fired the ship, calling it cursed.
And the large wooden crate amongst the cargo?
Taken by a wagoneer named Cantrix. He was grumbling about having to make a delivery to the outflow tunnels, especially when it is such a short distance from here. If you're looking for your cargo, I'd suggest you try the tunnels. Though it's gang territory and you'll be sticking your neck out.
Well, thanks for your help.
Well, as to that, a pigeon came from Stygia with a message from a man named Tekafri. If you find the sarcophagus that he is looking for, return to me. I'll arrange for it to be retrieved and sent back to Stygia. And I've been instructed to compensate you for your efforts.
Alright, goodbye.
Good travels.
Let's go into the outflow tunnels. Cannot use my pet. And... oh, we don't have to fight. We can just run along and find the sarcophagus. I mean, we can fight if we want to. Always good fun. Let's go over here. Oh, I think I've never been here, so let's go here. Kill the croc boss. He has an interesting belt, although I think that's level 35 belt. Fatality. We have Crawler's Collar. Yeah, we have a... it's a barb belt with a special it has a nice description and it has a, what does this give? When some ad hits you, it will return some damage. It's like a retributive damage chance. Okay, there is another boss, the Komodo boss, right over here. Motoboss only gives a generic item. Let's go here, and the sarcophagus will be over there. Right over here. There it is. And there is a quest. Princess Akivasha's diary. In the outflow tunnels beneath Alterantia, I found an ancient sarcophagus with an open lid. The walls of the room around it were spattered with blood, and the floor was covered in mangled corpses. Amongst the debris I found a small book, possibly a journal. It appears to be inked in blood and bound with human hair, and the script is harsh and angular. I've never seen its like. I should ask for a scholar to translate the book. But first, let's kill the final boss and get out of here. Dark Hand. Xanaris Dark Hand. He has medium armor wrists. I'd rather have the trading. Okay, let's go back to the cargo master, and while we are going there, we might talk to the librarian.
What do you want to know?
I found this book. Do you recognize the language?
Is that blood? What kind of foul thing is this? I don't want to touch it. Is that Luxor?
Luxor?
Ancient Luxor, where the people of Tuthamon reveled in purple feasts in their black halls almost 10,000 years ago.
Are you saying that this book is 10,000 years old?
No! No book could ever survive so long. But the language, it was thought to be dead. Nothing but a few scraps have survived. I recognize some of the symbols, and the writer has been forced to use newer languages to describe names, but who could write in such a way?
I found the book in a room full of mangled bodies. There was blood everywhere.
It makes me shiver just to look at the pages. But hand it to me, and I will translate the fragments that I can. This may take a while. This is a remarkably evil book. Look here. The author has been forced to switch to Acheronian script for the name of a place. The Sanctum of Burning Souls. And here, a reference to fools in Tarantia. Tell me, have you heard the tale of Princess Akivasha?
I've heard the tales. They say she made dark pacts in return for everlasting youth and beauty. She wooed darkness like a lover, and his gift was life. Life that, not being life as mortals know it, can never grow old and fade. What does this have to do with the diary? There are fragments of other languages here, amongst the forgotten script of Luxor. Listen, it is in the shadows that mortals find immortality. 10,000 years ago I died to live forever. These words lead me to a single conclusion. This is the diary of Princess Akivasha. That's insane. She's a fable, a story. The evidence says otherwise. I believe she has traveled to Tarantia. There are several references. And then she went to this place she refers to, this Sanctum of Burning Souls. The concerning part is that there are references to the Black Ring in Tohamon. I fear for the safety of Akalonia. I could try to find her if you know where the Sanctum of the Burning Souls is. But I do. It was a holy place in ancient Acheron. If it still exists today, it would be somewhere near the border between Akalonia and Namidia in the Wildlands. Please, the Kevasha is an ancient evil. She must be stopped. Kill her. If she can be killed, remove her taint from the world.
Goodbye.
Bubbledeep already went to the Sanctum of the Burning Souls, but he might return someday to end the threat again. Now let's finish the sarcophagus quest.
Oh,
I tracked the sarcophagus.
you did? Where was it?
It was in the outflow tunnels, being held by a gang of thugs.
From the amount of blood on you, the thugs didn't want to give it up. You dealt with them, I assume. Good. I'll send some of my men to pick it up.
Be careful, Liberius. The sarcophagus has been opened.
Are you suggesting that there was something inside? Do you think that whatever it was is responsible for the deaths on that ship?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'll tell my men to be wary. The sooner that cursed tomb is sent back to Stygia, the better. Now you've done all that was required of you, so I've been told to give you this reward. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
May your labors never go unrewarded.
That finishes off Chemi questing. Take care.